In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your outer tie rods on this Dodge Ram 1500. These are located behind your front wheel. After this job, you will need an alignment. Let's get started. Using a 22mm socket, remove all 5 lug nuts and then remove the wheel. This truck has aftermarket wheels and lug nuts, so this setup looks a little bit different, but the same procedure applies. Remove the wheel. Now with the wheel off, we can see our tie rods with the jam nut right in the middle, which we have to break free. With a 24mm wrench, break this free. All right, so the mounting nut is not breaking free off of the inner tie rod. That's okay, we can get that to break free in a second. What's most important is that these two spin independently, which they do now, so let's move on. With a 21mm socket, remove the mounting nut that holds the outer tie rod stud on the knuckle. Now, because this stud has some extra space here that is not threaded, you could try to gently hammer it upwards and pop it out of the knuckle. Because this is an aluminum knuckle, you don't want to hammer it with a metal hammer. It looks like this has already been done in the past, and I don't like this because it can actually damage the aluminum. So, if it doesn't pop out that way, we'll use a tie rod stud removal tool, which is kind of like a fork with a stud that pushes right up on the tie rod and pops it out for you. But we'll try our hammer method first. Looks like that worked. Now remove your outer tie rod, and as you unthread it, count the amount of turns it takes to remove it so you can reassemble it with the same amount of turns. This will get you close to what your alignment was. Now it won't be spot on, which is why you still need an alignment after this, but at least it'll get you close. "21 turns for me. It will not be the same for you, but there's the outer tie rod. Take a little bit of anti-seize and apply it to the threads of the inner tie rod. Take your outer tie rod and thread it on the same amount of turns it took to remove it. Right about here is where mine was. Now bring the jam nut closer. Right there is fine. Get the tie rod reattached to the knuckle, press it all the way in. Just like that. Take the mounting nut and thread it onto the end of the tie rod stud. We'll bottom it out. Torque this mounting nut to 45 foot-pounds. It is normal that the knuckle would want to spin a little bit just because you're pulling on the tie rods. At this point, we want to make sure the slot for the cotter pin lines up with the castle nut. Mine is right over here, and it actually does look like it lines up. But if yours does not, continue tightening the nut until the next slot does. Never loosen it, no matter how close it is. And then take your cotter pin and stick it through, and we'll bend it over to lock it in. Now tighten up your jam nut with a wrench. Just make it nice and snug, and then just even it out so the tie rod doesn't sit at a severe angle. Let's get the wheel back on. Put on all 5 lug nuts, bottom them out in a cross pattern, and also in a cross pattern, we'll torque them to 130 foot-pounds. Double check them. There you have it. Take it for a road test, and don't forget to get an alignment.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.